Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Prescott on play action.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A first down throw for Prescott. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Fourth down, Prescott. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Touchdown! Noah Brown from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tyus Bowser with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Here's Jackson to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
First down, Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. throw again. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
He'll return it from the 6. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Another run here with Dobbins. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
It's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
One more time with Dobbins.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A give to Elliott running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
53 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally.
First time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's got room. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So that's That's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Inside give to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They're going for it with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 41 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw, Prescott. He goes right back the way of Hilton.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gallup now on the end around.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon,